well, that was an intro. Also, I'm wearing a hat today because look at this fucking mess on my head. So we're gonna cover that up just for you guys.
Doki Doki Literature Club.
Apparently it's a horror game. This thing, what? No, it's not. I don't care what you say. This does not look like a horror game in any sort of way. I was reading on like Reddit and a bunch of other stuff, and people were saying like, if you play this game, a lot of people get depressed after playing it, and like they need someone to talk to. What? What do you mean? But we're gonna find that out together if we're, gonna need to see a therapist. So hopefully not. So this is Doki Doki Literature Club. Also, take back everything I said. There was a warning on this that said like, not good for people with anxiety and depression, not suitable for children. So if y'all are feeling down, don't watch this. Because I don't know what we're about to get into. But the music is, okay. Enter your name. All right. Hunter. Let's go. Oh man. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Okay. That girl is Sayori? Yeah, Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making a day, but is just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Get that. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired for waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Oh, okay. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Haha. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Sorry. Oh, my eyes are watering. I just don't play games like this, so this is new to me, guys. Okay. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Yeah. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Oh my god. That's mean, Hunter. Okay. I can't. Cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the streets, become increasingly speckled with our other students making their daily commute. By the way, Hunter, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations, where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Okay. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. I mean, sounds like the life, honestly. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? Well, that's sweet. That's nice. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're used to the real world. What is a NEET? What is that? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? No promises, though, all right? Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay. This music is like, it's making me feel happy. Y'all know what I mean? Let me get like light so you can see me. My eyes water more. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori! Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Probably. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. True. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, well, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah. There is no way I'm going to your club. I'm assuming this is the Doki Doki Club. Okay. Is this that? Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. Okay. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the anime club, and that's fair. That's a fair. I would probably do that too. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. What are we doing? What the fuck? And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hee hee. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yeah, let's go. All right. Ooh, okay. Music stopped. Maybe some things are gonna start happening. I don't know. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Ooh. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Okay. Music's back. Interesting. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1, welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Hunter, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Thank you for having me, gang. I was gonna go to the anime club, but guess fucking not. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh my god, dude. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. So this here is Natsuki? She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Okay. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you both. Or both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Hunter. How do I know this girl? Monica smiles sweetly. Okay. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Okay, gotcha. I'm following suit. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. I mean, it sounds like me, guys. It sounds like me.
Stop the cap.
Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Hunter. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. All right, bitch, relax. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Okay. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Okay. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Okay, this is sick. Why are we, like, what are these faces that we're making? The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Oh, okay, they were excited. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. This is fucking solid. Natsuki, this is great. Thank you. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. Thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy. All right. My bad. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I don't read, so I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Yeah, it's alright. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Sounds great. Thank you. Let's fucking go. Come on. As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. That's what's up. That's dope. Cool. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there are more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. That does make sense, that adds up. Confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Okay. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with the rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Okay? Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Okay. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud" and give that back. Fine. Haha, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. All right. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. That's deep. That's deep, man. That's deep. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. What is it? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Okay. Next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. Okay, I'm down with that. That's sick. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Agreed, Monika. Isn't that right, Hunter? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. Well, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Okay. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Hunter, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? This is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. What the fuck? One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came up for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. That's fair. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Hunter, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hee. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Hunter, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I. That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Let's fucking go! Okay, so am I actually gonna have to write a poem? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Okay, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, let's go with charm. Anime. Anime goes hard, so we're gonna do that. Tears, insight. That's some big words here. Skirt? Skirt? You think I'm some kind of fucking pervert? I'm not picking skirt. Let's go, insight. Tenacious, lust, bunny. Interesting. Let's go tenacious. That's a good ass word. We'll go imagination. Damn, there's a lot of pages here. Hold on a minute. Okay, let's go with promise. Kawaii, I don't know what that means. I've heard that, but I don't know what it means. I'll go with strawberry, because those are good as hell. Music, yup. Wonderful, bad, fun, empty, amazing. Marshmallow, hell yeah. Memories, yep. Sing, sure. Determination, oh my god, I'm making, holy fuck, I'm making a poem. Let's go. Party, yep. Adventure, games, rainbow, puppy. Let's go adventure. Bouncy. That's weird. These are kind of strange. Fear. Yeah, let's go fear. Forgive, disoriented, skipping. Let's go with, ooh, Crimson. That's sick. Let's go with Crimson. Okay, dark, contamination, laugh. Y'all know, I be laughing after every word I say in these videos, for no reason sometimes. We'll go Vertigo, because fun fact, I actually had vertigo for like 2 years. I had to like relearn how to walk. That's a real story. I had to go to therapy to relearn how to walk because my like vertigo was so bad, which is fucking insane. Yeah, wild. We'll go Passion, yup. And then we'll go with, yeah, Sensation's fine. That's a cool word. Glad to see you didn't run away from us, haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the fucking literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Hunter. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Alright. Why is this Natsuki girl so fucking mean, dude? Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Hunter always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's just because your room is so messy and it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Hunter can become good friends too. Sayori, this bitch. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Well, wait, Sayori, me? You brought me something? What'd you bring me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Eyes have been watering this whole game. Like I don't know. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Okay. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Okay, sick. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Okay. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? Fair enough. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? That is fair. That's true. If I had to pick between like, I don't know, like fucking explosions and literature, picking explosions.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Okay, I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh God, Jesus, whoa. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry, wait, actually I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. All right, fucking relax. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though, yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. Okay, I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to brush this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Okay. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie, and you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Huh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. What the fuck? Why is this guy, what the fuck? I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Well, my camera died, but I think that's a good spot to stop anyways, because that was a weird, what the fuck was going on there? I don't know how you guys are gonna like this video. This is a way different video than what I normally post, even game-wise. Like, it's just a click and read game. If you guys want to see more of it, let me know in the comments below. Like it up, and then we can run like a part 2 to see where this game goes. Because I'm not gonna lie, I am interested to see what the fuck happens, because as of right now, nothing has happened, but I think it's building up to something crazy. Thank you guys so much for all the support. We're growing, and this is my dream, and y'all are helping me make it happen, so thank you. Like, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I mean, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Once again, last time, let me know if y'all want to see it, and we'll run it back. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one, and peace.